it's Darth Rabbit 07 coming to you today with another quick review. While I was out on my route yesterday, the nice USPS guy delivered in my TF Safari catch. This time around, it's none other than Firefox from Newage. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. Let's turn this camera around and take a closer look at Firefox in his box. And here is Air Guardian Firefox in his box, looking magnificent. So glad this is here from across the pond. You got him in his jet mode, his robot mode. The back of the box, you have that scene from the cartoon. You got the other side doing the same thing. The top of the box, we have Air Guardian Firefox Legendary Heroes, Air Guardian. And the bottom box, more of the same. Let's crack him out of the box and see what's in the box besides Air Guardian. Air Guardian Firefox comes with this instruction sheet. And here's a closer look at that instruction sheet. You have 43 illustrations between robot mode and jet mode down here at the bottom. There's stuff and things you can scan if you want to. Have a free scan on me. Here is the Air Guardian in his blister. He's got his gun here. And I think it's about going to do it for those little things there. Also in box is this nice blaster we're going to get outfitted in his hand now. My initial thoughts on this guy after getting the QC pass off his chest and that, the residue off of there, is this guy is absolutely impressive, holding his blaster and just looking all kinds of fun. As always with these Newage things, the paintwork is exceptional. The transformation's there, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But the thing I just really wanted to show off here is this is a nice touch. I mean, they didn't have to do this, but you got a spot for your Decepticon symbol, and there it is. And then you also there in two have your spot for your Autobot symbol. Thanks again to Toy Hacks for sending those out. It's part of the reason why I got that whole set of decals. We're going to go for a little change of venue here. And here we are indeed, glistening in the morning dew. Air Guardian with his one and only gun right here, looking awesome. I love that front profile. I don't mind that he's a little bit longer in the fuselage, but I think this is a really, really nice nod to the animation and that aft. Oh my, wow, this thing is so cool. I love the way that this gets into this when you do the transformation. The only negatives I got for this guy is you can see his landing gear. They are retractable, but they do not have actual rolling wheels. On a piece that was $90, I think you really need to be able to have rolling landing gear. Everything else is top notch on this, right down to the transformation. How this actually folds up is really, really awesome. Or folds back out and tucks and hides stuff discreetly away. The cockpit actually opens up there, so you do got the cockpit looking really snazzy. You can close that back down, and you even have like the animation, the underside that has that other faux cockpit. Or I was like a little puzzled at first because I thought it was something that had to be tucked away up on the inside, but that's just what it does in the animation too. And I forgot about that over time, guys. This thing is so cool. Love those thrusters, the way that looks. The way, I mean, it's so clean the way this thing folds up into the jet mode. And mostly, like, the other thing, negative wise, I have is these wings are really, really kind of floppy there on the end tips. If you get it straight, it looks really, really awesome. And that's how most people's going to display it. And for the most part, I can't see any kind of like spot for a flight stand. So that's the only other thing there. And you can also store this with the landing gear out, and you got that look right there. Cleanly stows away. You can also fold up that landing gear and have it sitting on its gun, and it is what it is. That way you can keep it all together. There's not any extra hands, no flight stand, no way to really get it on a flight stand of the Newage stuff. I don't know if it would support all, because he's got a lot of bulk and girth to him, and die cast, just a lovely amount of die cast feel to it. Feels good and heavy. So the only thing we got left to do with this jet mode is get you a couple of comparisons in here real quick. For some Newage scale, you got him there with Shattered Glass Power Glide, or you can say Power Glide, in Shattered Glass form. I love the way this looks together. Here he is with Thrilling 30 Jetfire with the metallic. Here he is with the Thrilling 30 with my mods done to it. This is actually my son's Thrilling 30, but without that, it looks kind of like the United Jetfire. And here he is with Siege Jetfire in the back, all with the fast packs and fully armed up. But the absolute thing I do love is that you can actually get the fast packs off of these two guys here on the sides and that guy over there. And you can get a very diamond formation with the Jetfires all together, the Skyfires, however you want to call it and whatnot. Just absolutely love having all these together like this. You got like a little Jetfire, Air Force, and diamond formation there. It's kind of crazy how the wingspan of the Newage is almost as big as the Siege. And Siege Jetfire is huge, but it's like that shrinkflation over time thing. But that is like the biggest form of Jetfire we've gotten to date. And how they do the backpacks is totally differently. It's kind of clever as well. And I actually just love the F-14 Tomcat Jetfires. I can't believe how cool the Throwing 30 really, really was. There is one other cool thing about this Newage one. With this Newage one, you do get like the rotating spot, so you can have it in Newage mode. Then you can also have it in a beautiful Decepticon Skyfire mode. That just looks awesome. I just love the way that looks. And you can also have it in Autobot Jetfire mode. Courtesy of Toy Hacks. Beautiful little old labels they got going on there. And I absolutely love the way that looks and that representation. So that just leaves us with one other thing to do real quick. We're going to flip this back around to the default Newage way of doing things. And that likes to pop loose as you rotate it sometimes, and then I knock everything out of alignment. So let's get this guy into robot mode and do some robot mode comparisons. And in the hurry of doing some of the videos, sometimes I forget to step. Like the articulation on this guy is top notch, guys. Let's just start off right here at the head and let you see it. It can go all the way up to get those flight poses. This backpack does like to come loose from time to time. It's just being held in by two pegs back there, and now it's on camera, it's not going to do it. But there's that. This thing likes to come a little bit loose sometimes. But you get all the way around there at the head. Beautifully painted, by the way. Face sculpt is, the paint work on these is just top notch and exquisite. And then let's see what else. We got out to a full T here at the arms. You can get so far back because you run into his wings, but you can move it out the side and keep going on around. You got that upper bicep swivel. This is on like a little pivot, so you can do it however you need to do it. Looks like they included a gap filler. What a novel idea, I swear. Maybe a itty bitty gap there, but that doesn't happen much on these. And you got that elbow that goes like this far and even a little bit further. So there's that. And you got all the way around the wrist. I love that. And like most Voyagers should have, opening and closed fingers there on a single hinge there. You got all the way around this waist. You can get it to come out and whatnot. The waist work on this stuff is nice. Let's see, you do get like an ab crunch. So there's that little joint back there. Novel idea. It's made with die cast. Like I said, it's a lost art. Even the cockpit can be opened up in robot mode. That's kind of nice. Going down here to the legs, you get all the way up to here. You can get a little bit further with that ab crunch. You get back to there, kicks the thrusters in the back. And if you hear that little bit of precipitation falling off the leaves, it rained a whole lot up here where we're at. And so anyway, it's just the residual stuff getting moved around by the morning breeze. Like I said, you get the full T and you get the full van damage. Daggone, this boy can do it. Those little flaps obviously get out of the way. I just love this guy, man. You get this much in the knee, kind of get a little bit of breakage there, but that's just awesome, guys. Upper thigh swivel, and then you get this work right down here, and you get some more stuff. You can pivot and do some stuff due to the way its transformation joints are. With that said and done and all that in there, let's get those robot mode comparisons and then some final thoughts, guys. Here is Decepticon Skyfire with Shattered Glass Power Glide. Flying no less with the flight stand. Love this flight stand stuff. Here he is with the Thrilling 30 without the mods and upgrades. Very, very awesome from 2014. Here he is with the one that has the mods and upgrades. The wings have been snipped. The wings are not snipped here. Paint's on, paint's off. This is like the United. And notice how you can already see, because the brilliant materials used by Newage versus Hasbro, these are kind of were off-white or even not necessarily yellowing, but they're definitely not Skyfire, Jetfire white. As that point's driven home with the Siege version right there in the back. I still like having all these guys together. I think it looks great. I love how this guy is basically a Voyager size figure compared to the leader class and the commander class there in the back. So that's about going to do it. Let's get Firefox into some final thoughts. Getting Air Guardian and Firefox into some final thoughts, guys. This is how you want a Skyfire to be. You want one that's articulated, very true to the G1 self, using high quality materials as Newage does here. The only kind of thing that I can find negative in robot mode there is that this is red painted white, and you can see it's a little off color even on camera there, but the gaps are filled in for the most part. He has just a little bit of gappage there, the elbows, but it's only like when you articulate it to its extreme point. For the most part, this looks like it jumped right out of the cartoon. And Hasbro, please, like, you know, watch some videos of us other guys and other points of view and see that your stuff is not top tier, high quality, and it could be better, because this thing is awesome. Granted, this is not a, you know, retail, you know, like these other guys are, but definitely a miniature masterpiece in and of itself. I highly recommend Firefox, right down to its old 80s namesake, being a futuristic looking jet. No Clint Eastwood here, but definitely Skyfire that I always wanted standing right before me here. Thanks again for watching my channel, guys. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. What else is there to say? If you're a fan of Jetfire, Skyfire, you got to have this Newage Air Guardian Firefox. Solid piece, lots of plentiful die cast, all the little bells and whistles. This thing is outstanding. Thanks again for watching, guys. Y'all have an excellent week. Until all are one.